You're ready to go. Outstand is your foe. Give your all or you'll fall. Now let's begin the show. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to week 6 of the Blue Moon tournament. And here is a match between Disco on the left side and Fireboltbro on the right. First thing you're going to notice is stage full of grass chips. We're definitely seeing fire on in Disco's folder, and we've also seen some fire from Fireboltbro in the past. Imagine that. So this is going to be a stage that is going to provide a lot of firepower. No pun intended, I promise. for both players. Both going into Dust Cross to get control of those boulders. That's going to go in favor of Firebolt. Disco going to fire off Element Man, and there I am again with the fire to get off some damage on Firebolt. And Firebolt going to go into full custom, bring us to the custom screen. Disco definitely running E code. This folder does appear to represent all 4 of the cardinal elements, being wood with corn shot, aqua with bubble star, electric with electric pulse, and fire with fire burn. So it's going to give him a lot to work with in the way of cross canceling. And there is Disco going to dump all of his chips on Firebolt for over 800 damage. And we're going to see what Firebolt does to answer back. The Sword Gun to decross Dust is going to be worth something. And the Element Man on grass is going to be worth something as well. So, Disco hitting Firebolt with all he has. Firebolt swinging back. And excuse me there. And we got both players trading blows here. Firebolt going into Tomahawk Cross to avoid the paralysis. And there's a Killer Man going to come out from Firebolt. And looks like it's going to fire off some buster shots. Disco's going to trigger the Element Trap. And Element EX is going to take out that life bar. Looks like you're seeing an anti-recovery from Disco, which, if you come to think about it, is not that surprising. Over the course of this entire tournament, I've been commenting on just how powerful Recovery 300 is, and you're starting to see it more and more. So a lot of times it feels like that chip will turn the game around on you, unless of course you have anti-recovery, which is going to take that 300 damage they would have gotten back and turn against them, so they actually lose 300 instead. So for a 600 HP worth of plus minus is incredible for a standard, and you only need it to work. That turns out to be a moot point as Firebolt finishes off Disco with a combo into Meteor Knuckle. Fireboltbro 1, Disco 0 so far. Here we are into game 2. Disco one step ahead of the Dust Cross Arms race as he chooses Machine Gun as his first chip, and this is going to play out exactly the way Disco planned it, as he's able to decross Fireboltbro and throw one of those boulders into him. Excellent first turn for Disco, despite Firebolt firing off the full custom there. Now Disco has access to the chip selection. Fireboltbro does not. And it looks like Disco's hand is going to show quite a lot of combo potential. Once again, you're seeing the stage being full grass on both sides. So this is going to favor Disco's fire combos. And it's only going to be worse for Fireboltbro as he goes into Tomahawk Cross and takes some extra damage from Fire Burn that he wouldn't have taken otherwise. Even worse for Firebolt, Disco still has a ton of paralysis and other forms of CC in his folder, and Fireboltbro no longer has access to Tomahawk Cross, which would be his most, for lack of the best word, most likely answer for this. So it's quite possible that if Firebolt takes one hit, he's going to end up taking them all. And then Electric Sword is going to decross Fireboltbro again. And it's going to be fortunate for Fireboltbro that Disco misses the input on his Element Man SP, and Circle Gun is going to hit twice for 600 damage. So despite that turn going almost as badly as it could have gone for Firebolt at first glance, between a two-hit Circle Gun on Dust Cross and Tango Man SP showing up with in full sync thanks to his humor glitch, the HP is drawn almost even, in fact, in Firebolt's favor. Disco queuing up all the offense he can muster to just eliminate Firebolt as quickly as possible, and most of it is going to miss. The Firebolt going to take him down to 1 health, and Element Man going to close it out and bring Disco that win with 1 health remaining. 1 win apiece for Fireboltbro and for Disco. For the first time, we get a stage that does not consist entirely of grass, and this one consists entirely of ice. Once again, we'll see what, if anything, happens with the Dust Cross Arms race, considering that Fireboltbro promptly ate a machine gun in Game 2 and lost his Dust Cross. we may see Disco going for a freeze with his bubble stars and then trying to throw those ice cubes into a frozen Fireboltbro for double damage, which would definitely be a potent start for him if he can manage it. We'll definitely see what Fireboltbro does on his end, because the cube, there it is again. Disco's not able to get the cubes, which is the only saving grace of this turn for Fireboltbro, because once again, Disco is well ahead of his Dust Cross and had the machine gun queued up perfectly. Having not seen recovery out of Fireboltbro, Disco's going to send that anti-recovery to the bottom of his folder and pick up more chips for him to just fire off in rapid succession against Firebolt. We are going to see what Firebolt can do to fend off the assault that's going to be coming his way. And you see that Disco is able to fire off chips in rapid succession because, well, unfortunately, we don't get to see it, but we have the electric pulse that goes through Invis and flashing as Judgment connects. And then Bubble Star doesn't cause flashing, Electric Sword doesn't cause flashing. So instead of having to wait for flashes to expire the way you would with a lot of the time, what you end up with is just being able to fire off chips one after the other very quickly without giving the opponent as much of a chance to respond. Now what Fireboltbro would be doing is doing his best to avoid that first hit. That way, if he avoids the first hit, the others will not be quite as free. So, early anti-damage, early life aura, those will be things that are good for Firebolt. This handful of chips that Disco has selected, we're not 100% sure if he's going to send those to the bottom or just use them straight away. And it looks like he's going to use them straight away. He has what he wants in his hand. There's a Killer Man going to be matched out, and it's going to be responded to with Tengu Man SP. Disco's just going to let this Killer Man cycle, not taking any chances with a missed input. And with Element Man, he's going to... looks like he's going to go for fire, although I suspect he meant to set grass with that. It's going to pick up that air spin with Dust Cross left B, which I found to be surprisingly difficult to do while in Beast Out, but Disco did manage to do it to perfection. Disco has the Giga on his custom screen, but since he doesn't need all of the Giga's damage, you'll probably see him just queue up another 5 chips and go straight for the throw. You notice that the wind rack is indeed included in this sequence, most likely to cover the possibility of a life bar. Meteor Knuckle not going to deal the finishing blow to Disco, which is going to give Disco the opportunity to dump all his chips on Fireboltbro and claim the victory. 2-1 in favor of Disco. Excellently played on the part of both players. All the games were close. A heck of a firefight going off on both the ends. Once again, there I am with the fire puns. Shoot me. But anyway, I do thank you for watching. Mercury Wings out.